Welcome back. You're listening to Kim Arellano on walkthetalkwithkim.com. And I've got Danielle Drager on with us, and she is the newest sponsor of Walk the Talk with Kim. And the commercials, I guess,
they're great.
They were fun to do.
Yeah,
they were a lot of fun to do.
They were great. Thanks, Kim.
Oh, you're very welcome. I didn't write them. Jen, your
Jen.
partner, wrote them.
Yeah,
and
she's
oh
genius.
man, so shout out to Jen. Unfortunately, couldn't be here today, but you'll get to know Jen. We'll have her on.
Jen's on her way.
Yep. Yeah, she's incredible. But so you are with an organization. Actually, you startup company called Fetchapon.com.
Yes.
And it's FETCHAPON.com. And so Danielle tells me, she says, don't ask me a generic question, but I'm gonna.
Thanks.
See, that's the problem. You tell me not to do something.
I know,
that's
right?
just a challenge, right?
Yeah.
What is Fetchapon.com?
Well, Fetchapon.com is my little idea of trying to make the world better. I actually own a coffee shop in Issaquah, and one day was told to go check out a couple of other business models that are similar to this to advertise, and I won't name any names because I want to promote myself and Fetchapon. It's similar to them, but the one thing that I did find with these other business models is that they could be very successful for advertising for local vendors, but they didn't work for me because they're so far away and so detached from what it is that they're trying to achieve, and that's promotion of small business. So I said, you know what? I think this might be a good idea. Let's try this myself. I'm going to see what I can do. And I started working up some plans, looking into everything, and said, yeah, I'm going to do this. And since then has grown and shrunk in ideas and grown again and turned into what it is now, which is going to be mainly a deal site that's going to allow vendors to advertise and promote everything in the community, not just vendors. A second part of that has really grown into why we're here now, and that's supporting nonprofits. And my business partner Jen and I have decided that that's probably close to where we are as far as our heart and what we want to do. So we're going to push that business model to the next level and really use it to support as much of the nonprofit areas as we possibly can. So again, as the commercials mentioned, we're going to dedicate every Sunday to nonprofit promotion.
So the way the community helps is they go to the website and they sign up, and you sign up through, you can sign up through walkthetalkwithkim.com.
Yes.
And they sign up their name, and basically all you're doing is you're giving your email and you create a sign-in name. And then you can go to the site with your sign-in name, and what it'll have is deals between 50 and 80% off from these vendors that you can use and get these coupons, and they're local, and you can use them for local. Is that kind of how it works?
Yep, exactly. And that has not launched yet. We are still in the process of doing that, so we are very, very new. Kim's just a couple steps ahead of us, but that is on its way here very shortly.
You tell me an idea that's that good, I'm like, oh my gosh, tell me about it. Let's move on.
It is on its way, so
Yeah.
we're perfecting it. That's really the thing. Jen and I have, obviously with anything that's new, it takes a while. You have all these great ideas, and getting it going it doesn't just happen overnight, and the more ideas you have, the longer it takes. But
ain't that the truth?
Well, and you get the two of us in a room together. It's just crazy. But I have to just give a shout out to Jen. I wish she could be here with me, but she's just one of these people that you meet, and I had never met anybody like myself. I always got all these big ideas. I come from a very small town. Of 250 people, and I come out to the big city of Seattle and think I can tackle the world, and until I met Jen, I never met anybody that would be able to tackle the world with me. And that's what we gas when we go into meetings and people meet us. Oh, so you guys are the ones that are going to tackle the world.
Right.
So
we've got this young, emerging, women-owned business, which I cannot tell you how much this warms my heart. And Jen, I knew from, I had met networking, and we'd kind of, she's so wonderful. Anyway, her head's going to get huge.
I know, right?
Let's talk about her. But I was having the conversation with her. I hadn't talked to her in a while, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we need to get together kind of out of the blue. And so I told her, hey, I'm doing a radio show that's focused on nonprofit. She goes, hey, I'm starting a business that's focused on nonprofit.
Yeah.
So it just kind of exploded. And when I met you and your intelligence and the excitement that you two had, I knew it was going to be a really great match. But in the meantime, now the website's going to go up very, very soon. We don't have an exact date, but it's going to happen very, very soon. But for those that sign up now, you can enter to win an iPad.
Yes.
And so when the site is launched, you'll be the first one to get those emails that said, hey, the site's launched, go get it. So go to www.walkthetalkwithkim.com, and sign up and enter to win an iPad. And we're going to be drawing for that soon. So how did you said that you had a coffee shop, and basically you said that you were looking into this for yourself and then decided you could do it a little bit better?
Yep, exactly. The thing with the current business models that are out there, basically in the group buying setting for advertising, the major competitors against, or what we would consider our competitors, are pretty much in retrospect the coffee shop versus Starbucks, and that's the thing is the one when I went to call these agencies to advertise for my coffee shop, I got no response, and figured, if I'm in that boat in Issaquah, then what else is going on? And the other thing is, too, having a coffee shop is this directional traffic, so you're getting only one direction. And who in Seattle, if that's the demographic of people, is going to get my information? So really the key is going to be making sure that there's the local support, that you're only 1 or 2 steps away from a human that could talk to you and really support you as a vendor, because in this economy, the first thing you're going to get rid of is your advertising dollars, because that's where the extra is. But it's actually the last thing. Well, if you sell pizzas, you sell coffee, you're a restaurant owner, you're this or that, you can't be expected to know all these things about marketing. And that's where our team is going to come in for the vendors and really make sure that we're supporting you 100%. And if the system we have in place is not working for you, we're going to adjust it so it does work for you. So it's not all about just making the money on our end. It's more about vendor support and bringing the community back up to the level that they really need to be at, and that's supporting each other. The other thing Jen and I are going to be doing is networking ourselves as owners of Fetchapon, so that if our vendors tell us, oh, you know what, I really need this or I really need that, do you know where to find this service or that service? We know everybody, so we can send somebody there. So eventually what I see our position being more so is connectors of the community, from everything from the nonprofit organizations, which I'm so excited, and I can't wait to work with Jan. This is the first time we've met, but I think once we get these organizations going with the nonprofit, what we do is promote. And being able to promote those nonprofit organizations and get that constant daily audience out there is going to be something that will not only set us apart, but really be able to allow us to help the community, which is something that we're really...
Absolutely, and I couldn't agree with you more, and that's the whole community aspect of what we're trying to accomplish here. I'm with the Snoqualmie Valley Women in Business group up in the Snoqualmie Valley. And as soon as I started sharing with my women in business sisters about you guys and what you're trying to accomplish, they're like going, okay, we need to sign up because they want to help you.
Well, and that's the whole thing.
We want everybody to be successful.
And I think that with the shift of everything that happens, I keep kind of making a joke, this recession that we're going through, or the economy switch, is going to be the best thing that ever happened to any of us. Because you know what it did? It stopped everybody in their tracks and said, wait a minute. We need to work together. What are we doing? We're all sitting out here swimming in this big pool, let's help each other. Let's really work together and see what we can do, because as an advertising company, there's no reason why we can't spend some time helping other people as we're also, building the business. It doesn't, and that's across the board for everybody. I mean, I think there's so much.
And car payments and house payments.
Exactly, and that's where the imagery from Fetchapon comes from. That's why the dog, why the house and everything like that, and really just, fetching a great deal and then working toward the community in your neighborhood to try and help.
So there's 3 ways that you can get involved. One is to sign up on Fetchapon and to buy coupons through the Fetchapon website for local organizations you want to support. The second way is if you have a small business, they can contact you. How do they contact you?
They can contact us through the website. There will be several email addresses that are all specific to the things that you need. There'll be phone numbers. You'll be able to contact me, at least until I'm too busy to contact everybody. My number will be on there. Admin, exactly, right.
I've got a really big one for you.
But I'll still be very close. So if you need to talk to me for anything, I'll still always be there. I'm definitely going to keep myself available to everybody. And then also through supporting the nonprofit charities, which we're hoping to follow up with your show every Sunday, organizations willing to support anything that they're doing. So
wonderful.
And if there's any ideas that anybody has that they want to throw at our way, we're more than willing to listen to anybody that's following us and what they have to say.
Well, I'm very, very excited about this partnership, and we're going to have you on more because I just love your enthusiasm and energy. So thank you so much for coming, Danielle.
Well, thank you for having me.
And we'll get Jen on as well. You're very welcome.
Awesome.
And thank you, Jan Dickerman, again for coming on the show today. I really appreciate it.